So probably 98% of you watching this video don't know that the last time I was in this beautiful country right here, this city, Medellin, Colombia, I was robbed. My husband and I were robbed at gunpoint just about 2 years ago, and we're back. And you might be thinking, well, wait a minute, what is going on? Don't worry, in this video we are going to explain and we are going to get into it. If you're anxious to hear the story and get an update on what life is like being a digital nomad, a mom, running a business overseas, comment digital nomad, and let's get into this crazy story. And so the big question on a lot of your guys' minds is probably like, why would you even think to go back? And the night that I left, I told myself, I'm never going back. I hate it there. I was super angry about what happened, and I'll get into the details of what happened in a second. But ultimately, this is kind of home away from home because my husband is Colombian. We met here back in 2018. We met at a Spanish school. We fell in love, and we went through years of trying to get him to come to the United States on a fiance visa. We came back to the United States. We got married, and we had a child. So here we are. And our child now is 14 months old, and so naturally it's like we're going to have to come back quite frequently, at least once every 1 to 2 years. And honestly, it's fine because Medellin is an incredible place. If you look at the amount of things to do just here in the city, you'll never run out of things to do, and it's quite incredible. Just to name a few, you have a coffee tour. You can go and see the coffee plantation, go through the entire process of how it is. You just a couple hours away, you have El Peñol, aka Guadape. So that's like a day drive and a trip. Beautiful town, beautiful pueblo. You also have this place called Parque Arvi, beautiful park and a national reserve. You can take the Metro Cable up there and see it. What else? You have tons of amazing malls, things to do in the city. You can also do parapente or paragliding and just fly above the mountains. It's really quite spectacular. And also there's Comuna 13, which is a very popular barrio. It was, I won't go through the whole story, but it's incredibly beautiful to see. It's a place that was once one of the most dangerous places in Southern America. Southern America? Am I saying that right? In Southern America. And now it's flourishing, and it's a much safer place now. It's amazing what they're doing. What else is there to do? I feel like I've done it all. I've done helicopter rides here in the city. There are, for those of you nature enthusiasts, there are incredible hikes and mountainous beauty. That's one of the reasons I love it so much, and I'm not mad that I'm back, is because of the nature. It's like you being in a tropical enchanted forest in the city. That's what I love about it. So and not to mention, it is a digital nomad dream. If you are working from, if you want to operate remote and take your online business overseas, that's why so many people are coming here, because it is that good of a city. So that's just some of the highlights of the city and why I would even consider coming back, because I have such an incredible history here, beautiful memories, and that's never going to change. And one night of getting robbed isn't going to ruin me coming back forever. So now you're probably all wondering, okay, what happened? Are you good? Are you okay? Let me fix the light. Is it better? Yeah, that's a little better. So basically it was July 14th, 2021, and my husband, so my fiance at the time, and I were going out with two friends. One was a good friend. They're both friends from CrossFit. One was our CrossFit coach, and one was just our really good friend. And we went out to Parquilleras to kind of just a goodbye going out night, because we were leaving the next day to Mexico. And we went out and drank, had some shots, had a really good time, danced, listened to music, and it was a really fun and incredible night. And for some reason, that night we decided to walk home, which we never do, because we basically walked our friend to his car, which he definitely never should have gotten the car, but that's kind of beside the point. Anyway, we then said goodbye, and we just kept walking home, because walking home at the time was not far. It's just like a short 10-minute walk. Even though like that doesn't matter. Like, we typically always take Ubers regardless. So anyways, we were walking home. We were literally probably within 250 meters of the apartment. And all of a sudden, we came to this like T intersection. And it was like a dark alley street. Not an alley. It was like a dark street where it intersects that street we were walking on. And then out of nowhere, these two guys dressed in all black just boom. Just came in front of us, pulled out their guns, and I'm just like, oh shit. Like, when I saw the gun, like, my heart just dropped. The worst part of it was like having to see them point the gun at my husband's face. Like, that was awful. Like, awful. So there, they took everything we had, and thank goodness my passport was still in the house. But they took everything, my phone, keys. They stripped my friend clean of everything he had. I mean, his house keys, his wallet, everything. It was pretty horrifying. He had to spend the night at our house. And the other good thing was my husband's phone was in the apartment. He left his phone in the apartment purposely. And so I was able to use his phone to contact my parents back in the States to help me cancel all my credit cards. And like, it was awful. I was up all night just crying because I couldn't believe what had happened. And then, to top it all off, we had to leave and go to Mexico the next day. And so it sucked. It super sucked. It was horrifying. We could have not been here because of what happened that night. And so kind of the aftermath of that incident, I was just very angry. Like, I was really mad at Medellin. Like, it's kind of like I had raved about it for years. Like, it's safe, it's totally blah, blah, blah. But it's like, you're not a victim until like one night you are. And what happened to us was totally avoidable, because what I think happened were those guys were like basically watching us from the bar, and they followed us home. That's honestly what I think happened, because later we learned from the tracking app on my phone, once they robbed us, they went straight back to where we were that night for their next victim, probably. So I guess moral of the story is just always take an Uber. Like, even in the US, like, always take an Uber at night. It was a dumb decision, and yeah, it was really sad. But anyway, it's in the past. But for that following year and a half, it was hard for me, especially like when we got back to the US. It manifested a lot in my daily life, and especially during postpartum, like when Kai was 2 months, 3 months. Like, it was hard. Like, every time I would even go for a walk with him, I would think we were going to get robbed. Like, it was very scary, because when you're, for those moms, like going through postpartum, it's hard because your hormones are going crazy. You're like trying to figure life out, and then like you're trying to navigate like what to do. So anyway, it was a very it was a traumatic event that I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over this. And so I had a ton of anxiety thinking about coming back here. So we were going to come back a little sooner, but we canceled the trip. And a big part of that decision was because I just wasn't ready to come back. So finally we came back, and I was ready. Still definitely a little bit nervous. I mean, how could you not be, because of what happened when we left the last time, right? So now that I'm back, what's it like? And so from all my family and close friends, the number one question I've gotten is like, okay, well, how is it? What's it like being back? And the answer is, it's honestly been incredible. Like, I wasn't sure how I was going to feel, but as soon as we got to the airport, went through that tunnel that you have to go through the mountains, and when we came out of the tunnel, and it's that that highway that goes alongside the mountain, and you see the mountains and just this beautiful country. I'm like, wow, it almost brought me to tears in that moment, because I'm like, I had forgotten truly like how amazing this place is. I think now I definitely, being back, have a different love and appreciation from the city, or of the city, as a mom. I mean, I've grown. I have a new perspective now. Like, I mean, right now I'm touching plants. Like, there's literally a plant behind me. I love the nature before and like the beauty of it, but now I extra love it, and I appreciate just the closeness to nature. How you can come, like anywhere, like you live around the building, you can touch the earth, you can do some grounding, you are just seconds away from plants and the lushness and the greenery and the flowers, and it's truly quite amazing. So I love that. And plus, like, the people here are absolutely super nice, and the weather is incredible. Like, we had gone, before this trip, we had gone months, it felt like, without sun, and we got here and it was sunny and just so beautiful. But yeah, it's been really great being back, and just in a new way, and it's been nice, like seeing old places where we used to hang out and things that we used to do. It's been really fun, showing Kai everything. And so that kind of brings me to my next point of like the whole, I guess the biggest motivation behind this trip was to bring Kai and to travel with our baby, and number one, to introduce him to his culture, right, to his Colombian family, and to give him that global perspective as early as possible in his life, right? And for us as parents, it was important for us to kind of check that off the list. Like, yes, we can travel not only on a plane, but also internationally with a child, which was, crazy on its own, because when most people, I think, new parents kind of shy away from traveling with a baby, especially on the plane, because they're scared of the criticism they'll get from their baby crying. And that's valid, but we just kind of dove after it. I mean, babies cry, get over it, you know what I mean? So I think what really helped us prep for this trip was getting Kai's stuff together. So his passport, of course, and we had to make sure he had everything he needed. The best investments we made with Kai was his portable crib, his portable high chair, and also his portable car seat. That's kind of been the biggest downfall of being back, is the transportation, because we don't have a car here. And although Ubers are super cheap, anywhere from $1 to $5 to go anywhere around the city, his safety has been compromised a couple of times because he wasn't able to have the car seat. Most of the time, I'd say 90% of the trips, we were able to take the car seat with us. But that's the one downside, is like, sometimes he's had to ride in a seatbelt or on my lap or something like that, and that would never happen in the States. So okay, so this isn't exactly a day in the life video, but I would like to highlight just kind of what I do during the day, how this looks as I'm traveling overseas, like what life looks like in a week, how I operate my business, how I'm, a mom, like what we do and take care of our child. So I'll start with just a snapshot of, I'm looking at my notes right here, but like business and what exactly I packed on this trip. So let's go to that video. So this is basically my portable office when we travel anywhere. So first off, this is like my favorite backpack. It is a, I forget how to say it. Wanward? I don't know how to say the brand, but I love this brand. I did research for hours when I was trying to get a backpack. And one of the reasons I love this backpack is because it's huge, first of all, and it has this support here on the hips because it gets really heavy, and this helps alleviate the heaviness from the lower back. And it has it's so amazing. It has all kinds of great pockets, just a bunch of compartments and zippers, which I do utilize. So anyway, inside is, we have, let me open this all the way, but the other thing I love about this backpack is that you can put it through the airport like this. So like inside, obviously when it's packed like for good, it has more, but here's a laptop, and here I have documents for our flights, keyboard, and in here we have Sony headphones, a mouse, Bluetooth mouse, this as the base to support the laptop, my Logitech 1080p webcam, and that is really it. Like, that is my workstation. And then in here, you know, I have, it's kind of like a little bag of electronics. We have the SD cards, microphone to film, adapter for the computer, more microphones, and that's it. And then of course we have the light and the camera, and then also I carry my notebooks for journaling and taking notes. But that is really my whole office. This is the desk that I've been working at, and behind is where I made the YouTube studio. And so this is really quite minimalist, and I've been able to operate the entire business just from this. And not featured in that video is obviously my, well, not obviously, but my tripod, so like I can show the B-roll as I'm filming this video. But basically I have my Luminex Panasonic J85 4K camera, and I absolutely love this camera. And I have the tripod and just one light. Like normally I bring like 2 lights or even 3 lights, but this time I kept it simple and just brought those things. And that's like, it's the most minimalist like business pack you can have, right? And also I brought the YouTube silver play button because I like to have it in my videos, and also I love taking photo shoots here in Medellin. Like, it is just really fun. So there's a lot of pretty colors and like graffiti walls and just places to have really great backgrounds and shots. So one of my really great friends here, he took photos of me because we're updating photos on the website and just in general. So it was really cool. I got a snapshot with this silver play button out, you know, in town as we were doing the photo shoot. So it came in handy for several reasons. So I'm kind of jumping around here. Like normally I start my day at 6 in the morning, pretty much sharp, or whenever Kai wakes up. He's our alarm. He'll just come into the room. Like after his diaper gets changed, he will come into the room, and it is pretty awesome to see him first thing. And then after that, before the day gets crazy, I like to meditate, or at least get like 10, even 5 minutes of silence just to connect spiritually and like just be good for the day and have a good intention for the day as I set the tone. So there's that. So transportation, as I mentioned, like Ubers are extremely cheap here, and that's how we have been getting around. We do have a friend who has a truck, or like a Ford Explorer, which is really nice. So like we've gone a lot of places with her, and Kai could be safe in the car seat, etc. So to get really anywhere, it'll cost between $1.50 and $6 tops. Like $6 will take you very far, like 35 minutes away. And so like right now the like $1 is about 4,000 Colombian pesos, and so an Uber ride is anywhere between 6,000 Colombian pesos to 16,000. So as you can see, really cheap. Rent, like a lot of you always ask about rent, and I like to talk about it. So this apartment we're currently in right now, it's a really cute apartment. It's a little bit smaller than what we've had in the past, but the reason we really wanted to stay here is because of the amenities that are in the building. So anyways, this real quick, this apartment is 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It runs at about 1,600 USD per month. That includes Wi-Fi, everything. The Wi-Fi here is really fast. It's like 400 megas. But we picked this location because it has everything for Kai, right? It has a pool, it has a game room for him, it has a really nice playground, it has a cafe on the very bottom floor. So if I want to go down and work at a coffee shop, it's literally right there. There's a pedicure place, there's a little convenience, like it's literally everything you need right here. And so this is the biggest reason. Even though the apartment was a little smaller, we loved everything the building had to offer and the location, etc. So, okay. So this is just, right there is the entrance to the gym. And it's a little gym, but this view from the gym is just so inspirational. And every morning, and just being surrounded by trees and flowers, and that's also a pool right there where we take Kai later. But it's a pretty remarkable way to start the day with fitness in this spectacular view. One of the things that was an absolute joy coming back was the cost of living, right? So food is so much more cheap than it is in the US. I mean, you can eat really well here for $25 for 2 people. And that's like an appetizer, 2 meals, and 2 drinks. That's not like just one plate. It's the whole thing for $25. So that's really, really nice. Again, like we just, I don't know where they are, I would show, but we got some shirts made here because they were definitely more expensive to get made here. So the subscribers to sales merch, that's really cool. So we got team shirts made here. And just kind of side note, like anything you get here, like cosmetically, or people come here if they need stem cell surgery. Like I specifically got microblading on my brows. In the US, this will go from anywhere between $400 to $600. I got it for $75. Like that's crazy. Even with the touch up, it's like $100 total. Like that's so insane. In the US, it's like 5 times that expense. And yeah, throughout the week and obviously the weekend, we hang out. This trip has been majority hanging out with our Colombian friends and family. Not really done a lot of networking as far as interacting with entrepreneurs like I usually do. We haven't had as much time, like only 6 weeks in the city, which is really short compared to living here for almost a year prior. On Sundays, we love to do this thing called the Ciclovia.
So I really love this. I can't believe I never did the Ciclovia before because it's awesome. Like, it's a bunch of people running. There's a lot of vendedores, of people selling stuff on the street, and it's very relaxing. It's like 8:30 right now. We get started at like 7:30, and it's perfect. Great way to get some fresh air and a little bit of exercise Sunday morning and start your Sunday off right, and great to end the weekend. So I love it, and next time we come back, we'll definitely be doing this every Sunday. Yeah, I can't believe, I think before, when I was here, before I had a baby, we never came because we slept in on Sunday. And now it's like every day we wake up at 6, so why not? And yeah, love it.
So during our time here during the summer, I have been definitely working throughout the week, and the business has made so many strides forward, and it's been really exciting what we've been creating next, like for you guys and the way to serve you. So for the first time ever, I'm coming out with a one-on-one offer where I'm working with you one-to-one. So not only me, but you also get my team. So we've been working with that behind the scenes. We've even teamed up with another company to like get their expertise on how to launch this to make it a really, really, really amazing experience. And so I'm really excited. So if you're a fellow business owner, business founder, and CEO wanting to really dominate on YouTube and turn things around with your channel, there are 5 available spots currently to work with us with this new offer that we have. It is absolutely incredible. It includes everything from like turbocharged video growth strategy to helping you train and manage your superstar YouTube team behind the channel, which is super important, and also helping you implement a peaceful content creation framework, right? So we install the content creation systems for you, workflows, and making sure everyone, including you and your team, are getting things done on time, but most importantly that you as the creator are creating content for your channel in just 2 hours per week. That is the goal. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can check out more information right here, or more information in the first link in the description. That has been the biggest bulk of my time, is working on launching the new offer. Also doing some JV partnerships and some collaborations with other business owners. Also creating new curriculum for a program that we had built out. So my plate has definitely been full, and I'm ready to finally step into a place where I'm able to serve clients in a one-on-one capacity. I think this is super exciting because before it's been more of the course model and kind of hybrid coaching, so the hybrid coaching model with the course, and now it's more like I am doing the work for you. I am holding your hand through it. There is no course involved. You can watch it if you want to, that's included, but this is really exciting for me, and I cannot wait, because the best results that I've had before with clients and students have been the people that I've been able to work in a more one-on-one capacity, if that makes sense. So anyways, this has been an update of digital nomad life, family, business, mother life. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're still here, definitely check out this video where I talk about getting your next 1,000 subscribers and how Well, the lights went out. The power went out. So getting your next 1,000 subscribers and how we can 5x your lead flow with your YouTube channel in the next 90 days. Definitely check out this video. See you there. Revenue is greater than subscribers any day. Am I wrong? So are you tired of seeing the advice like gain your next 100 subscribers on YouTube?